Welcome back to the show court at the Janea Netball Centre for round 3 of the Opens in the Premier League. I'm Brittany Carter. Here on Bar TV, we're welcoming back Sam Wallace into the expert chair, Swifts shooter, Trinidad and Tobago star.
Hi.
Welcome back, Sam.
Thank you.
So we just watched a pretty crazy game between the Sparks and the Hawks in the under-23s, where the Sparks got up by 21 goals. And I'm hoping that these Open side can match that intensity. So we've got the Hawks, who are currently first and have won 2 from 2. And the Sparks, who are in 7th, definitely in a rebuilding phase this year. Haven't won a game yet, coming 7th. But a chance to go up against the Hawks here tonight and prove that they're still in it.
Trust me, when you're sitting below the ladder, like the table, and you're playing a team that's actually on top, you tend to play the best game of your life.
That's right. You rise up to it, don't you?
You rise up to the challenge, trust me.
So our umpires taking us out here tonight. Sarah Hay. Sorry, guys. I just got my cord tangled around Sam. Great start. Sarah Hay and Zoe Turner are our umpires, as it looks like the Sparks are going to get us underway. So Laura McLaren with the first intercept tonight. Lovely hand. She was the MVP last week.
I'm actually nice to see Liv out on goalkeeper.
Which Liv? There's 2 Livs at both ends.
Oh!
Wow, right. So we've got Olivia Roundtree for the Sparks. And this is Olivia Coleman, you're right, in the blue dress for the Hawks.
Yeah. She trained with us as well, so that's something really nice like to see her play. Oh,
Sparks hanging on to possession. Laura Davenport, who's moved here from the Stingrays last season. Held ball. First touch of the night, unfortunately. Loses possession.
There wasn't no option there.
So Coleman to McLaren. She goes long to Jess
good drive up
Grant,
the middle.
who's the captain in the middle. Now Emily Bills trying to find the pocket. Unfortunately, the ball was overcooked.
I mean, it's been 2 minutes and no one haven't scored yet. I think it's a bit of nerves.
Veronica Jukic almost just took out the Hawks bench. Did well to disrupt the play, though. That's the main thing. So, Roundtree. Now the Sparks pushing up through the midcourt. Some new... still one. Nice work by their goal defense, Ellen Spencer. Coming back for a reset. They find the pocket, overhead.
It's really interesting. No one hasn't scored as yet.
Yeah, that is quite interesting. 2 minutes in now.
Yeah.
And so their shooter, Upu Taparea.
Good shot.
Gets the first shot of the night. Ebony Bernard with the centre for the Hawks. Finds Georgia Marshall. Overhead to Bill. Straight into that circle. Nice drive. 1-2. And on the baseline shot. Oh, they miss. Sparks straight on the crumbs. Roundtree direct into the middle. How's the footwork? 360 turn and doesn't step.
That was gymnastic.
But Liv Coleman has won the ball back, and look, Sparks lucky to come up with it again.
Unfortunately, they wing defense.
Danny Bauer back to Spencer on the line. And now Davenport, a long way out, decides to come back to the circle. Oh, lovely shot. 2 in a row. Oh, nothing but net.
It's crazy. So the score right now is 2-0. Well, 2-0. Oh, lovely intercept there.
One fair and square. Laura McLaren picks up possession for the Hawks. Back to Jukic. Now Grant resetting on the transverse line. Finds Marshall. They push into the pocket, but the ball goes wanting over the back line. Olivia Roundtree with the throw-in for Sparks. Now, her nickname's Tree.
Which one?
Tree at the back, goalkeeper. Obviously, she's quite tall and Roundtree.
Oh my God.
Sometimes in sport, if someone gives you a nickname and you try to shake it, it sticks more.
It's crazy. Just like Shamara still in her praying mantis.
Oh, actually, I can see that though, because she's. I feel like that's fitting, whether she likes it or not.
No, she actually likes it.
She likes it. Okay, all right. Well, we can run with that then.
Praying mantis. It's crazy.
Bernard swinging the circle. Marshall
There isn't
comes
no
back.
options. The defense is really working hard. Shutting down.
Bernard finds space, and the
Right.
feed is good. Bills decides to offload, although they'll give it back to her with the penalty shot. So Hawks get their first goal on the board, and we're almost 5 minutes in. It's been a while.
Yeah. Oh, unfortunately. Oh.
Beth Tom in centre is really proving to be a standout already so far. On her own, Jukic, a fair way out.
Good shot.
Swish straight
So
through.
it's 2-all is the score right now.
Leveled up. Tom to Spencer. Long ball into Davenport. Up and over.
Oh.
Sandwich between two. Upu Topera.
Look, you told me before this team is actually 7th on the ladder, and they're not even playing like they're 7th on the ladder.
Not at all.
Lovely drive there.
Fairway out, Bills. Misses the shot, but she's on the rebound, and that's what counts.
Other chanting going on behind me.
Yes, our Hawks friends have stuck around. Tom to Uputapera. Spencer resetting, finds Uputapera. Coming back again. Oh, they really have to come back here. They're struggling to get into this goal circle, and the ball ends up with Jess Grant. That's a nice pickup for the Hawks.
Oh, cross ball.
Fake from Marshall. She finds Jukic just inside the goal third. Bernard strong into the pocket. Bills just using the edge. Oh, and a nice outside arm. Sees the tree pick up the ball.
That was just, I don't know, ball placement by Marshall. I don't think I could call her tree.
You can't run with it?
I can't.
Roundtree for you then.
Oh, well.
Roundtree's her last name, so I'll go with Tree and you go with Roundtree.
Oh, my God. It just went.
Marshall long to Bernard. Tree was out hunting. Unfortunately, did work out for the Hawks. Nice to see that she has that confidence to come out for
so she's going to give them doubt to put that ball in the pocket next time. So it's really good that she's hunting for those balls. Oh.
Tom's dragged. Oh, no, there we go. What happened there?
Okay, Liv actually almost contact. Coleman almost contacted her, and she replayed the ball, like, looking for the contact.
Right, yep. Yeah. Lost it and regathered it. Oh, collide.
She's going to get cocky. I'm telling you.
Spencer out of play. Grant resetting on the transverse. In the pocket, Jukic comes back to Marshall. They go 1-2. That was a nice hold from Olivia Roundtree, and it sees the Sparks build enough defensive pressure to steal the ball back.
They need to get some more rebounds. Like,
Tom to Spencer. Over the top. Straight back into this goal circle, but Jess Grant again prowling at the back. Uputapera calling for it.
oh.
Danny Bauer looking to feed. Oh, little tip from Olivia Coleman. And sometimes it's just enough to disrupt the play rather than steal the ball back.
I'm really impressed with Olivia. Like, watching her from training on... Oh, that was a lovely roll.
If that had come off, that would have made the highlights reel.
As much as I don't like defenders, but that was a lovely roll. That was a bit of a Jiva mentor, I would say.
Laura Davenport coming enough to take the Sparks to 5. They're up by 1. Now, to give you some background on the Hawks, they were the minor premiers last year. They went all the way to the grand final and lost to Central Coast Heart.
Oh.
And they also had Maria Falau playing with them for one game. So that was interesting.
Wow.
But they're certainly the team to beat this year at the top of the ladder, 2 from 2. Oh, and Tom, her footwork again. Pinpoint.
Santa, she's really athletic.
Upataru. A fair way out, and the Hawks just jumping on the loose ball. Strong pass.
Oh, she did tip it.
Did it come off a Sparks player?
Yeah,
right.
she did, yeah.
The Hawks pick it back up. Bernard to Jukic.
Shot. Oh.
Off the top and out the side. To the edge now.
It's actually 5 apiece. Really low scoring.
Well, it took the Hawks a full 5 minutes to score their first goal, right?
Yeah, so. Oh, offensive contact by the goal attack.
Defenders love that, Sam. They do. I know you don't.
Our shooters, we never do anything wrong.
Yes, I think Liz Ellis would refer to shooters as princesses. Is that accurate?
Correct, is right.
Okay, Jess Grant, captain with the ball for the Hawks. Driving forward is Bernard, edge of the court. They keep up that passage. And now Marshall push up a little bit with advantage. Oh,
I actually like how Marshall actually not waiting for the player to be set aside. She just moving
play
around.
on.
Yeah, I love that.
Because by the time you reset, it's actually a
Giving them
hindrance.
time to set up.
Yeah,
I
that's
love
right.
that.
McLaren with a strong pass to Jukic. Looks to feed. Has to come to the top of the circle instead. Ball comes off Bills. And now Jukic has made herself available. Fair way out.
Good shot. That's a
Swish
beautiful
straight
shot.
through. So the Hawks have just pushed out a lead of 2.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful ball movement.
They're playing a very similar style to the under-23s we saw before. Very fast with their footwork and ball movement in the hands. Bauer to take a pass here and feed into Upu Tupera.
Oh.
Missed. Oh, Davenport keeps it in play. It ends up with the opposition.
I swear I was actually going outside.
Marshall, good hands, keeps it inside the court and in play. Bernard to Bills, top of the circle. Now she'll feed in again. One-footed and off balance. Bills nails the ball straight through the hoop.
Oh, beautiful.
So that was brilliant from Marshall because she drew the 2 mid-quarters together and then had space all on her own.
She's doing a lot of prelims, I should say, before she actually go for the center pass.
Does that work off the ball? Is that what it means in layman's terms?
Okay. Yeah.
Dumb it down for us amateurs.
I could see a coach Anita. Make sure to do your prelims.
Okay, well now we know what's happening and we can hear it. McLaren cross court. Grant to Marshall on the edge. Bernard comes back. They're trying to push in. Jukic can't get free. There's a really nice hole from Roundtree, although she's just given away a penalty. So very close. Someone's just given you $1. Oh, it's Sophie Garvin. I thought someone was tipping you on your
Thank you very much. My teammate Sophie Garvin just brought me a hot chocolate. I must appreciate her.
That's really nice of her.
It was much needed.
It's quite cold here at the Janaea Netball Centre, although warmer tonight. I think all the bodies in here is helping.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, Bauer regathers the ball.
Oh.
It goes against Laura Davenport. So the Hawks have been lucky with these calls and been able to convert them, and that's been the difference so far. Although I've just talked them up. Yeah,
Tree was actually going to intercept that ball.
Bernard with a throw in. Waiting on the other side is Marshall, but Jukic runs into traffic. They come to the top. Bills swings. Oh, gives it straight to Tom. And unfortunately, she can't keep hold of it. Hawks just sitting down and having a breather.
I think he or she is tired. I didn't know if it's a male or
Can't work it
female.
out. Yep. Ukic did really well to grab onto that ball then because she was sandwiched between two Sparks defenders. A double pump. Fake from Davenport up to the top. Nice work between mid-quarters and shooters.
The goal attack for Sparks is actually doing a lot of work.
She's certainly trying to set Laura Davenport up, who's a bit of a younger player. Could definitely help having that experience in the circle. Oh, one fair and square. Nice intercept from Spencer. Oh, has the smarts to stay inside the middle third. Swinging now, they've got 20 seconds. Ball kept in play. Here comes Bedingfield to Spencer. Uputopera.
Oh, advantage.
Ball just outside. The clock is still ticking. 9 seconds into Davenport. And she'll just edge closer to the post. 2 seconds to go. Sparks hit 6. And the difference at the first break. You're right. 5.
I just think like Hawks had a slow start. So I definitely will see that momentum build during the game.
A lot less nervous energy than the under-23. So it started a bit nervous and then really settled, and that's obviously experience in the age group that we're looking at now. But who are you liking so far?
It's a tough one.
Too early to say?
Yeah,
you like everyone at the moment.
Too early to decide.
You like Sophie Garvin for bringing you the hot chocolate, right?
Oh, yeah, I appreciate her for that. I'm actually liking the center for Sparks. She's actually
Beth Tom.
Yeah,
she's doing a lot of work. Now this is Sharon Hill and her assistant coach Alison Tucker that you can see on screen. Sharon wanted me to give a little bit of a shout out to her assistant coach Alison because she was really involved in Indigenous round for Super Netball last week. She wrote an article about the importance of mentoring, and she's obviously Indigenous, played for the Adelaide Ravens and Hunter Jaegers, so they were way before your time, Sam.
Oh, way before my time.
I think that was the Commonwealth Bank Trophy when that was happening. So she's one of the assistant coaches of the New South Wales under-19s this year and doing a lot of work in the system, especially for Indigenous girls and boys coming up through netball. So nice to see. Her head coach Sharon, who wanted me to give the shout out to, isn't too shabby herself. So she used to play for the Swifts back in the day.
Oh, that probably been years.
Yeah. So she used to play for the Swifts, coached in England and Singapore, and she's now helping out with A&L New South Wales Waratahs this year.
That's very good.
So plenty of coaching pedigree here. I think also on our left too, we've got another A&L Waratahs coaching member of staff with Jen Wright. She's an apprentice there this year.
I heard about Jen Wright. Already.
Yeah, what have you heard?
My first year at the Swifts, she had emailed me to play.
For Hawks?
Yeah.
Okay. So this could have been you in a blue and red dress.
I don't think I would ever play. I don't think I would ever get an opportunity. Should I say to play?
Too much on for you.
Yeah.
But that's nice that you can come out and watch her now. You can watch the girls that you might have played with once.
The name really ring a bell.
There's a lot of work being done on this whiteboard. Any idea what they're trying to tell them to do? Triangles. Triangles being built.
Telling her when she goes to the pocket, cut back on top. Because if she goes to the pocket, she's actually staying in the pocket, and it's a hard feed.
Nice. She knows her onto her. Just in case any of the Hawks coaching staff have got an earpiece in listening to our coverage. Doesn't look like they've got a whiteboard at the Hawks. Are there?
I think Kira Austin is sharing her knowledge.
Yes. Giants player.
Enemies on court, but
we might see her. Yeah, you're friends with her. Yeah, we might see her on court tonight. Not sure yet. Her sister Emily Austin, who's playing Metro League in the Division 1 team, is also a chance of getting on court tonight. You'll see her in a sec. She looks exactly like Kira.
Really?
Darker hair. Okay, heading back out for the second quarter. Hawks up by 5. So this is Emily Austin just here. Looks like her, hey? You see the two of them together? Should just head over that way. Bernard to kick us off for the second quarter in a Hawks dress.
Oh, I think Sparks is actually trying to do a zone on the center pass.
And I've just noticed a change. So in goal attack, Rhiannon Stokes, who we saw play pretty well for the under-23s, has now come on. She's partnering with Bills in the circle. So we were talking in that under-23s game about how there's a new rule this year that players can only play 4 quarters one night, and she had to come off.
Okay.
And we were wondering why she came off, even though she
This
did
is
really
the
well in that
reason
first
why.
quarter. Yeah, so she's filling up here. That must be why.
Interesting.
Bauer just using the edge of the circle to get closer to Davenport, and on the baseline she decides to, have they kept it in play? But it's ended up with Laura McLaren, so that's no good at all. Ball comes over the sideline.
She just sprayed it.
Sparks end up with it. They must be breathing a sigh of relief. Bedingfield with the throw in to Spencer.
Spencer's actually playing good thus far. The goal defense.
What is she doing that you like?
She has on her man, like playing tight man to man, and she's actually helping bringing the ball. She's playing an attacking role as well. She's actually doing a good job.
Davenport takes the Sparks to 7, back within 4. And it's a Sparks center, so they could go back to back here.
I'm telling you, you never think this team is 7th on the ladder.
No way.
She's just playing patience right now. I'm just killing Hawks.
So last week, the Sparks lost by 1 goal to the Panthers.
Oh, lovely
ball won
intercept.
by the captain, yeah.
Oh, she's the captain.
Yes, Jess Grant is the captain for the Hawks. So we talked about them not having won a game yet and being in 7th spot, but the fact they lost by 1 last week obviously shows that they really shouldn't be 7th.
Okay. Beautiful.
Sharon Hill also mentioned that they're in a rebuilding phase too, so the fact that they're really strong out here on court today and they're not even really at where they want to be, that's a promising sign.
Could be a force of Oh, beautiful defense.
Offense to defense. Sparks pick up the ball.
You know what? Sparks is actually playing more intensity, I should say.
Bauer 1-2 with Upu Tapera. Oh, and a step means they have to give the ball back to the Hawks.
Oh, I love to see a replay on that. I don't think she steps.
They'll push all the way up the court now. Bedingfield out of play for a little push with the arm. In the pocket. Bernard finds Stokes in the air. She had hang time there.
Look, actually seeing Stokes, she's actually playing a different game at this level compared to how she just played in the game before.
Do you think that's in? Oh, what? Jess Grant has taken at least 3 intercepts already tonight. And that's what you call leading by example. In the pocket, Bernard.
2-on-1.
It's a mix-up, and Roundtree, the tree is straight on the loose crumbs. Tom to Spencer, now Uputapera. Back 1-2. Bauer is really setting up a lot of the play.
But I think the shooter's a bit too stagnant. Must have one holding and must have one rotating the circle. Like,
is it
taking a drive.
hesitation, or is it just the defenders are good?
The defenders are clogging them on one spot, like keeping them on one side. So, yeah.
Oh, nice intercept by the Sparks. Danny Bauer, sneaky assassin. Uputapera, now into Davenport. Keen to do it on her own. Misses the shot. No one's there for the rebound.
See, when they're not balanced, that is when I'm only seeing one option. It's hard. Oh, home alone.
I love that. I'm going to use that again, Sam. Bill's drawing the Sparks defenders out so that Rhiannon Stokes was alone. Post Malone. I'll use another one at the back.
Crazy. It's like it part of the Red Sea. She's home alone.
You were made for commentary, Sam, I think.
I'm actually getting better, and I'm not nervous.
No, you're doing a really good job. Oh, how is the work between the shooters then? And Upu Tapera already walking away. There. It was like she'd assumed it was just going to go in.
Yeah.
Should have been there for the rebound, maybe? Yeah.
No options. Like, they're playing a good defense in defensive zone. Sparks are actually playing a good zone right now.
Bernard finds Bills, who's just come out the top. And now Marshall feeds to Stokes. Timed her drive really well.
She's playing a total different game. I'm actually seeing her playing a total different game.
So what is she doing now that she wasn't doing before?
Her intensity is much more. She's actually moving more.
Ooh.
You see how I'm
physical, going in for the ball.
She wasn't playing like that before. And it's really impressive, though.
Oh! Beth Tom wasn't ready. And Laura Davenport just spoon-fed the ball back to the Hawks. Oh! Stokes coming through in the air. And now she nails the shot. Shut the front door, Sam. 16-8. The Hawks lead the Sparks.
Oh, my God.
It's usually shut the gate. The horse is bolted, I think. Upu Tapera a long way out and says, I'm just going to do it myself. Nice work by the Sparks. Now there's going to be a change here. So Anika Makosi is going to come on in wing attack. Oh my goodness, everyone's just swapping bibs around. Bauer has gone into goal attack. Big high five. Davenport's come off. And we've seen Upu Tapera go to the back.
Yeah, actually, she could be a good matchup on Olivia Coleman because she's a moving person. Mm-hmm. And which Coleman is a bit taller. So we like to see how that matchup goes.
8 minutes to play before half-time. The Hawks up by 7. Roundtree into Tom. Oh, coming through. She finds Spencer. Nice ball. Working hands. Oh, wow. Massive collision.
Somebody will be saw tomorrow.
McLaren. Looks like she's okay. She's a bit of a trooper. Wow, Makosi's injected some speed into this side coming off the bench.
Oh, she was just she just came on.
Yeah, just came on. I think she might be a bit of a super sub.
Oh, he had a scroll behind me.
Call goes against Bauer. And now the Hawks are coming back.
I think Grant needs to fix a bib.
Yes, someone needs to help her out. Fairway out. Will Stokes take the shot? She steps in. One-footed.
I wouldn't stop saying that. She's playing much better.
So she played 2 quarters, I believe, for the under-23s, which means she can only play 1 or a half here.
Okay.
So they can't use her the full game. Makosi comes back to Spencer.
I actually like that rule.
Yes, because you can't stack aside.
Yeah. It's only fair.
However, there is a rule where you can bring an opens player back to under 23, so you could jig the system and you could have someone like Kira Austin playing under 23s if you really wanted to. Wow. I mean, you wouldn't probably because you want Austin in your side, but if they were in a grand final or something, I'm not sure if the rules apply there. It's interesting.
She is playing. She is playing.
Tom to Bauer. Upu Tapera has to reset.
Oh.
Makosi with a little hip high pass. Gets it into Bauer. Now inside the circle at the top. There goes shooter to shooter. Looks like Uputsupera is getting a little frustrated.
You could see it in her face. Oh, no options. 3 seconds. Yeah, no options. Good defense by Sparks.
So Stokes is pigeonholed into that little corner in the midcourt. No one coming forward. The thing with the Sparks, you watch them, is everyone comes back and forward at different times. So that's how they're moving so quickly, right? Because there's always someone there.
They're actually playing well. I don't find nothing wrong with them. Like, I'm amazed.
Because the Hawks up the other end, everyone was driving forward and backwards at the same time. And then because of that, no one was free.
I agree.
So watch this from the Sparks now. 1 out.
Oh.
Ball to Tom. Bauer's ready. 1-2. Fairway out. No problem. 13.
Confidence. They scored the last 4 goals, I believe.
Your maths would be better than mine.
Oh, no,
McLaren
trust me now.
keeps herself inside the midcourt and in play. So the defenders just switching up their partners here, and now they're both back on Stokes.
That's playing good defense, to be honest.
Confusing the space. Rhiannon Stokes does have the ball, though, and wow.
She's shooting beautifully today.
She's performing on the open stage.
Oh.
Tom and McLaren going hard at it. This time the Sparks win. Was that out of play? Yes. So
Definitely.
Hawks throw in. Coleman to Grant. McLaren long over the top to Bernard. Marshall has to come back. They use her again. This time Bernard just running through the middle, gives an option.
Oh.
Bill swings back to Bernard. Pressure building. The Hawks are maintaining a calm head. Oh, there we go.
That was good defense. Had nowhere to
Defensive
go.
pressure. So it just built over time, and then it ended up with the turnover.
That's great defense. And each player have the hands up as well, so it's really hard.
And then Coleman winning the ball back at the other end. So we're going back and forth at the moment. Grant to Bernard, quick work into Bills. Decides to take the shot, steps back rather than forward, but
I mean, you will always
whatever
remember
works. 20-13. Do you step backwards, Sam?
It all depends on if I think they're like the goalkeeper is really close and I know they could block my shot or something. Yeah, I will step back. Other than that, no, I'm just gonna check it up.
Straight up in or a layup. We like those.
Oh my God.
Step from the Sparks. So this is an opportunity for the Hawks to push out their lead. Roundtree came out hunting, and as a result, Bills was on her own at the back.
Tree's actually playing good. Like, she's really playing good, so.
Lots of Hawks fans here tonight. It looks like some of the younger ones might have gone home, but there is a group of young girls behind us too. They're Eastwood Ride jumpers. Little tip from McLaren, and then it comes off Beth Tom. Uputopera out of play.
Didn't I get any options?
Bernard to Marshall. Everyone running back.
Oh,
how was
great
that pass?
vision.
Brilliant vision, as Sam Wallace says. Rocket ball pass into a shooter at the back. Marshall cross court. Grant finds Stokes. On the edge, straight in that time, no hesitation.
Oh, unfortunately.
Yeah, that was lucky for the Hawks. timing her drive off the bodies of the defenders really nicely and finishing the effort with a brilliant shot. 23-13, so the difference is 10, 30 seconds to play.
Well, I feel like this game going so quick. I feel like this game is going really, really quick.
It is definitely. Although the intensity seems to have dropped slightly, it seems like they've both settled into a really nice rhythm, Sam.
Definitely. Oh, good front cut. Oh, caution. In the center. Oh, wing defense getting caution.
That was nice positioning of the body from the Sparks defenders, and time's run out. So at halftime, the Hawks lead the Sparks 23-14. Bit of a different quarter that time round.
I mean, I'm still impressed with Sparks.
Yeah,
they're playing good defense. Like, it's just a convert and stuff. Would you reckon to have any changes with the Hawks?
Possibly. It depends, right? Because some of their players that are really stepping up are the older ones, and they can definitely play a full game. But she has got Kira Austin there. But she might not have to use her. So, be interesting to see who comes on next. Now, Sam, I do want to touch on something personal to you.
I think I know what you're talking
about. Okay. At the moment, your dad's going through a little bit of a hard time, isn't he? Mm-hmm. So, you're having a fundraiser back home for him.
Yeah, I'm actually doing a curriculum.
Okay, so what is that? I had no idea what that was.
So it's a Trinidad dish.
Okay.
So it's like something called, where you put like curry chicken, chana, curry potato, like curry mango, pumpkin in a box, and it has something called bus shot, like roti.
Okay. Oh, like roti bread?
Yeah.
Okay.
But a softer version, and you eat it. So it's called a curry cue, like a barbecue curry cue.
Oh, nice. I get it.
So I'm having that for him on the 28th when I go back home. It was the last minute stuff. And then Maddie Turner was like, Sam, why you don't do a GoFundMe page?
Yes.
And then I had a request. When I post up the curry cue, I had a request from people, why you don't do a GoFundMe? I was like, what is that? I don't know. I had no idea what it was. Yeah, I set it up. Maddie them helped me set it up. And right now I'm 1,000 something. It's really impressive how much people have donated and helped me. So I'm really appreciative for that.
So the goal is 5,000, right?
Yeah, well, I mean, it is any little contribution will be
anything that helps. Yeah. Yes, that's right. So you're going back home, you said. How long will you, is it during the World Cup?
No, so I'm going home next week Tuesday. I'll be going home Tuesday, and I'll be back. So from home, I'm going to Liverpool on July the 2nd. We play 2 practice games in London. Yeah. Then we go straight up to Liverpool.
And who are those practice games
I think against Wales and Northern Ireland, I'm not sure.
Okay.
I think that.
And are you excited for that?
Yeah, a bit excited, but a bit tired. I guess. I'll be... Oh, my body gonna. Well,
that's the thing, because they've been talking about this Netball World Cup in the middle of the as we see Austin take off the jumper, so she's going to warm up with Bills. We've been talking about the World Cup disrupting the Super Netball season, and how you guys potentially could be really tired at the end of this, right?
I mean, it all depends on the player to take care of the body and stuff, because as I just say, Trinidad is not like a first class country or whatever in terms of technology and access to massages as often as Australia and New Zealand would have. So I just have to be like really careful and take care of my body as much and be ready for the 27th against FIFA.
Okay.
It's going to be tough, but yeah.
So how do you feel you're placed in the competition this year? Obviously, you're leading at the top of the ladder, but you guys are so comfortable in what you're doing. Is Bryony just saying to you, just keep going? If it's working, don't change anything?
Why change something if it's working?
Yeah, that's right.
Definitely not. We just taking each game one step at a time. We don't want to be ahead of ourselves, because each team is going to be coming first, because we actually, that was like, for Sunday, Thunderbirds are below the ladder. They're going to be coming. Yes. So we just want to put our best foot and just play each quarter by quarter. Like, don't stress, don't overthink it. Just play simple netball.
Now, have you played the Thunderbirds yet this season?
Yeah, we did.
Okay, so you would have come up against Shamira.
Definitely.
Your friends, obviously. How did that go last time?
I mean, normal. Like I love Shamara. Like she's a really lovely girl. Although she be crazy sometimes, but she's a really nice person, individual. Yeah, I give her respect, but I try not to give her too much respect.
Yes. Well, you still want to win at the end of the day.
Like she's good, but I'm not going. I'll just tell the girls that a rookie in SSN come on this. Shamara, I hope you're not listening. Let's check it. But nah, I love the girl. She's really good. I love her.
And she's been one of the standout performers so far. Like, it's her first year in Super Netball.
And the amount of intercepts and deflections
She's been
getting.
in the team of the week like 4 times at least now. So she's really making a name for herself.
She have talent. I give the girl that. She have it. And she sort of trust herself, because I know the first time when she came out here, she messaged me. She was like, Sam, I'm ready to go back home.
Oh, no.
Because of the training was so hard and intense. She was like, she's ready to quit. I was like, don't be silly. I know the feeling, because I was in that same position as well. So,
did you feel like you wanted to go home too?
I was crying.
Oh, no.
I was like, couldn't catch my breath after those hills. My first session, I was seeing death. But now I'm more involved in all the training session compared to my first and second year, where I was sit out more in training. I think I'm probably the fittest, or I don't know. I feel so much better within myself playing this year than my other 2 years.
Well, that's good to hear. So Shamira sort of she was already doing really well in the Super League in England, but she sort of made a name for herself at the Fast Five last year. I was down in Melbourne watching, and she was player of the series.
The girl have talent, like raw talent, and trust me, and as she said, we in the Caribbean don't train as hard as how Australian or New Zealand or whatever this train. We don't.
Yes.
So it was a really big shock for both of us to see what the training is like. So you train hard and you know that, okay, that's how they're so good in the world. Because game comes so easy to them because they train so hard.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
So playing is like a fun. Like, okay, walk in the park. Like, we do all the hard yard already. Crazy.
It reminds me a little bit of someone like DJ Bravo. He's a cricketer, right? So he obviously, I think when he was training when he was playing with the Renegades in the Big Bash a couple of years ago.
He'd be so happy that you know him. Oh, my God.
Really? Yes.
Yeah, we talk. Like, we message on WhatsApp and stuff.
Oh, so you're friends with him.
Like,
So he was famously known in the league because he didn't want to train. He said, no, I'm not training, I'll just play. Like, game time is enough for me. And he would come off with like 4 wickets in a game. And
he's too lazy. That's what happened to him. But me and he's really good friends. Like, we would message each other and talk stupidness and hang out. Because he used to have a charity party every year for kids. So he used to throw out all-white charity party in Trinidad. Massive food to eat, everything. He's really good. Like, I really like him. And then his song, DJ Bravo. So yeah, that's my personal friend. Like, we're really cool.
All eyes on the Sparks as they're coming back. So they've kept Bauer in goal attack, and they're happy with Uputsopera in goal shooter. It looks like centre has changed, though. And also we've got Tori Aoki coming on in wing defence.
Okay.
So Tori Aoki, Bedingfield is now in centre.
And Akira. Kira is on as well.
And for the Hawks, you're right, Kira is on in goal attack. We saw her warming up. But that's the only change for the Hawks. Just one change, 2 for the Sparks. I would have thought in centre that Beth Tom was still a standout. Why do you think they've swapped her?
Good question.
So they brought her off centre and they've moved Bedingfield into that spot.
I think she was doing a great job.
Maybe it's tactical. Over the top, Marshall can't hang on to the ball. And Roundtree cleans it up.
Oh, Marshall was playing wing defence. Isn't it?
Yes, you're
wing
right.
attack. She was playing wing defence. Yeah.
She was playing wing attack before,
Wing
you're
attack,
right.
yeah.
So that means Ebony Bernard has moved to the bench. So just a little refresher in that mid-court and in the circle.
The goal shooter is actually playing really smart. Like, she's not tall.
Oh, has she just hurt herself then? No, she looks okay. Her face.
She's laughing.
Looks like she was in a lot of pain, but I think that's her laughing face.
Sorry for laughing.
Oh, her ankles bent. Ankles they should never be.
Brett is like, that's a laughing face.
Yes. I thought she might have been in pain. Good
She
to
looks so.
Good to know she's not. So Ebony Bernard is in wing attack. So who has moved off here? Laura McLaren is definitely still there. So those two have just swapped.
Miscommunication.
So Marshall and Bernard have just swapped, from centre to wing attack. Aoki stuck behind Bills. Still not an option. Can she be the option here? Clogged in that mid-court. Roundtree with the pass. Spencer to Marcosi. Long ball, Aoki to Bedingfield. Oh, nice work with the ball. Now they're on the edge of the circle.
Oh, beautiful play.
And Uputapera really emphasising how close Coleman is. But
actually,
to be honest, her arms are just long.
It is long, even in training for me.
Too long for you, Sam?
Even in training, I'll be like, step back. Yeah, she have a long reach.
Marcosi with the throw in. Quick work. Bauer comes back to the edge. Little fake. Oh. Lots of bodies hitting the deck tonight. But at least no one's hurt. It just
I
seems
like
to
the
be
sportsmanship. She actually helped to pick her up.
pick her up.
Yeah, that's really nice. I don't think Hawks have scored any goals right now.
They've scored one.
One.
But so Sparks have only scored 1, 2. So one each.
It takes them a while to score.
Yes. And Uputapera now trying to score the Sparks second in this quarter. So only 3 goals scored so far.
Wow.
Do you think defence has been a standout in this match so far, Sam?
I mean, they're just showing silly balls. I think ball placement, I would say, is as the silly errors they're making.
Mm-hmm. But
and defense could be one as well, yeah. Because they're trying to play one-on-one defense.
Oh, Marshall coming in from behind. We'll have to be careful with that. On her own, Marcosi. Little pocket rocket. Oh, what's just come off then? Something on the ground? I'm not sure what that is.
Shot. She's shooting beautiful. Like.
And that was set up by Bedingfield.
Oh.
Offside.
That's the silly errors. They're actually on a run.
And they shouldn't be happening at this level.
No, but they're actually on a run. They had the momentum right now. Sparks actually had the momentum.
Bills, calm as you like. Takes the Hawks to 25.
Hawks center pass.
Coming from the back, McLaren. Speedy work for that centre pass. Austin to Bernard, just placing it where she wants her to be. What do you make of Kira Austin as a player?
Yeah, I mean, she's talented. Definitely. She's young and she has so much. She doesn't take any exposure, if that makes sense. The experience and playing time. So, like in the Giants, I know she don't get playing time and she don't really get to showcase her talent and how much she can do as an athlete. Oh.
Call goes against the Sparks.
That's a second offensive contact as a goal shooter.
How do you recoup yourself so you make sure it doesn't happen the next time,
I mean, sometimes as a goal shooter, you pushed off on stuff he doesn't even know. Like you use the elbows and they try to hold, just like a goal.
Oh. How is the footwork from Austin?
Oh.
The ball doesn't make it to the hoop, but that was certainly impressive. She was on the run. Little fake from Uputapera. And who's the ball going to end up with? Just Grant, of course. She's a magnet for it. Running out at the right time is Bills. Now, of course, to the reliable Bernard. Austin,
that was just...
out-muscled in that contest.
Oh, what? Sorry, I'm commentating. Sorry. That was just...
Nice work by the Sparks on that occasion. Can't end it up, though. So they're not converting all the effort that it takes to get up to that end of the court. Bernard just waiting, using all 3 seconds to get it to Austin. In a nice position now, and she won't miss. 10 the difference, 8 to play before the final break of round 3 in the Opens. How's your hot chocolate, Sam? Oh, coming through.
It's actually warm. It's not that hot again, but...
Do you like it hot, or?
Yeah.
Hot, okay.
Because I don't drink coffee.
So Sophie Garver needs to go put it back in the microwave?
Oh, don't tell her that. She'll tell me I'm unappreciative.
Bauer, long to Aoki. Coming through the middle is Bedingfield and Marcosi, quick. Bouncing to Uputupera. On the edge now. Oh, and how's the defense from the Hawks? Making it very difficult for the Sparks here.
I think the height difference in the circle is actually having an impact. Look at the height difference in the circle.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Marcosi has nice ball skills. Oh! Jess Grant plucks it out of the air. She has been a standout this match.
And that's why I say the height difference is crazy.
Fairway out. Austin, caliber of player she is, won't miss from there. Great accuracy. The Hawks are 29 to 17. They're another team. Oh. Okay, that was a missed opportunity. They're another team that have hit the 60s and 70s in their games so far.
Really? Well, let's see if they will reach our target.
Plenty of support from this Hawks bench.
Is Marshall her name? The
Georgia
center?
Marshall, yes.
Marshall?
Yes.
She's actually impressing me right now.
Oh, she knew she'd lost it. Foot out. So in the round 1 match between Eastwood Ride and the Panthers, the Hawks beat them 67 to 48, and then last week they came up with 65 goals. So
okay, and in the 60s.
They certainly know how to build a tally. Bills to the edge.
But do you think they'll make that mark? Because it's actually, this is third quarter.
It's a much lower game today.
Yeah.
And I think that's a testament to the Sparks, really. I mean, we talked about them being 7th place and how it really doesn't look like they deserve to be there. But in this first quarter especially, they really limited what the Hawks were able to do. Up and over. Oh, Upatopera should have turned and shot then.
I just think she's trying to be too flashy. She's trying to do too much.
Simple it.
Yeah.
Make it simple, yep. And it looks like there's going to be a change here too.
Yeah, I just think she's doing too much.
Someone's putting a wing attack bib on for the Sparks. Fairway out, Bills in front, misses. Austin, how's the hands? Keeps it in play, rebounds and puts it through the net. The Hawks hit 31. So I believe this is Kaya Yelland. Yes, warming up, looking to come on in wing attack. Just waiting to see when she'll be brought in now. And Laura Davenport, the shooter we saw in the first quarter of the match, is also warming up too. Composed as you like. The Hawks just chipping away at their tally. Straight out Makosi with quick feet to Upotopera. They come back. Swinging now in the pocket, Bedingfield. Finds Bauer at the top. They come back and the hand from Coleman. Deserved that high five from her captain, Jess Grant. Resetting on the transverse line. McCosy to Bedingfield, and it just comes out of their hands. So disappointing. Grant waiting for an option. Goes to Coleman. Now Marshall's on her own. Pushing up to Bernard. Stuck in this midcourt.
3 seconds.
That was close. Oh, Marshall. Such an athlete. She's got a huge smile on her face.
I think I reckon she did gymnastics when she was younger. Also, these ladies looking comfortable with a blanket.
Yeah, I think you need one. We should have brought one here. It's crazy. Sonia usually has her gloves on by now.
You know, and she's from England originally.
Yeah, she should be used to the cold. Roundtree just subs herself out of that contest. Sliding along the ground. Just over 2.5 for the final break. Uputupera. Oh, ball won by McLaren. Thief in the night, and then straight to Spencer. But she can't hang on to it, and so McLaren will collect and carry on with where she was. No look pass back to Grant. Bernard pushing into Bills. They're in the goal third, and the hands from Austin are smart.
It's crazy.
So it's likely that these two subs will come on in the final quarter, I'm assuming.
Well, I'm going to say third quarter. We actually in the third quarter.
Oh, sorry, third quarter. Yes.
No, we actually.
Yes, you've thrown me off in the final quarter. Oh, no, we shouldn't be paired together. Grant trying to pass to Marshall, misses all of the players, and it sails over the side.
The play.
35-17. And a minute and a half for the Sparks to try push back here. Spencer to Marcosi, waiting for someone to drive forward. Now Bauer's drawn a foul just outside, so she should probably be heading in by now. There we go. How is the hand?
She just shoot the ball. She need to go to pose.
Have more confidence just to take the shot. There we go. A minute and a Sparks center here. Marcosi offloads to Bedingfield. Surviving a contact from behind. Uputupera. Coleman out of the circle. Why would they not go to Uputupera at the back?
Oh, come on, umpire. I think that should have just been
played on advantage.
Yeah.
Bauer with the shot, and she does really well to get it inside the hoop.
30 seconds to go.
16 the difference. Oh, miscommunication there. So I think the Hawks are getting tired as well. There's a few mistakes creeping into their game. Oh, flying through McLaren. She doesn't come up with the ball, but gee, she's impressive.
She's really, she's been my, time.
There we go. That was anticlimactic. So the Hawks up 35-19 into the final break.
Oh my God.
High fives all round. How do you think the Sparks are placed, Sam?
They're not playing that bad, just the silly errors they're making and the flashiness. Trying to be more too fancy.
Mm-hmm.
And then they just need to go to post.
Okay. So in that quarter, the Sparks only got 5 goals, which is probably not enough at this level.
No.
What's happening there? Are they losing the ball, not converting right onto the post?
That as well, and the high difference, they can't rebound.
Mm-hmm.
Put Olivia and Grant in there. No.
Too much height? You can't combat it?
Olivia's actually taller than me.
Which is saying something, because how tall are you, Sam?
I'm 6'4" for the most.
Okay, what about in meters and centimeters?
They said I'm
in modern terms.
but I'm probably 180 something.
Okay.
89. Yeah.
Why would they lie about that to you?
I probably, it all depends on the day when I take my measurement. If I what weave
You think
I had.
you grow?
No, the weave.
Oh, the weave.
So it all depends on the weave. So like the height. So if I have a big weave on my head, they will get that measurement.
Wow, that is smart. So if you want to be tall one day, you wear it. The next you can take it off. Well, I think we've just hit delirious mode here at Netball Central. We might take a little break and we'll come back for the final quarter. Heading out for the final quarter, the Hawks lead the Sparks 35-19. I'm still trying to stop laughing, Sam, at the weave. So funny.
I need to show you how it does it.
I look forward to that. Sparks with the first centre pass of this final quarter, and as we mentioned, we've seen a change in wing attack. So Kaya Yelland has come on, and unfortunately just lost the Sparks the ball with their first touch. Plenty of time to redeem herself. We've also got Davenport back in that goal shooter bib.
Okay. Oh, good shot.
There's been no changes to the Hawks. Jen Wright happy with her troops.
That's beautiful vision by Kira. Turn and shoot. I would love to see her turn and shoot.
Austin takes the Hawks to 37. Yelland out to Davenport. Bedingfield. Gee, that contest between Bauer and Grant is really intense.
Beautiful shot.
The thing is, with the Hawks' defensive circle, you've got someone like Olivia with long arms who can just stand there and in front of you and be a pest and make it difficult to shoot. But you've also got someone like Jess Grant that's actually one-on-one defense on the body. Yeah, so you've got a bit of both there, which must make it so difficult to play against.
Crazy. Oh, unfortunately.
Little tip from Bernard doesn't come off. Yelland in the air goes to Davenport. And they swing over the top. Who's there for the pass, though? And it goes over the top, wanting.
Switch. I'm sitting that Olivia grab her by her waist, but the umpire didn't see it.
Oh, you think there's a little sneaky grab behind?
Yeah.
We need the replay on that one.
I believe. I'm not sure.
You believe? You changed your mind pretty quickly then. Grant to Marshall outside. Austin stuck for an option. She uses Marshall just inside.
I'm watching the goal defense on Kira Austin. She's really,
Spencer, yes?
yeah, she's really playing man to man. She's trying not to give Kira an inch.
And is it working?
I mean, Kira have to work for her ball, but Kira is a more experienced player anyhow.
Spencer now with the pass. Yellen to Davenport, trying to use Bedingfield at the top.
She's in everything.
Laura McLaren, wing
Yeah.
defense, yes, our MVP last week.
Oh, she's actually close to get it again this week.
So you won't believe this, but Laura McLaren is a lawyer and she's got 2 sons. And look how fit
What?
she is. Yes. And she's been trying to play less netball, but her coach Jen Wright keeps making her play because she's so good.
Wait, hold up.
Bill's a fair way out. Ball goes around the rim and then through.
I'm going back to her. 2 kids.
2 kids, 2 boys. I know, right? Crazy.
Oh my God.
Yellen to Davenport. On the edge now is Bedingfield. They find Yellen up top. Now out wide. That was a lovely swish from
Thank
Davenport.
you just threw me off there when you just told me she have 2 kids.
You can't get over
I can't
that.
believe it. It's good to see she actually fit and healthy. Like, that's crazy. Oh,
Marshall just over the top of Bedingfield, her opponent. And Austin misses the shot, so Roundtree is on it. Spencer to Bedingfield. Still waiting for that second phase play, though. They're struggling on that front. Tip to Bedingfield. Marshall keeps it in play. Who's it going to end up with? The Hawks have got it. And of course, it's Laura McLaren that picks up the ball.
Laura, she's like Carla Lou. She in everything. Like a mixed pot, like a one pot. She in everything. It's crazy.
Shooter to shooter, and Bills will finish the job for the Hawks here and pushes them to 40. So it's unlikely they'll hit that 60-plus mark here tonight, but they're still...
Once Sparks keep converting, like scoring your depth center pass, it'll be all good.
Bauer has to come back to reset. Still trying to push in the defensive pressure of the
think they're
Hawks.
refeeding too much. She just needs to turn and shoot the ball.
Heard you say that a couple of times tonight. So why aren't they doing that? Is it just a confidence thing, or?
It could be, or you just want to be closer to the pool. Oh.
Call goes against the Hawks, and I think Emily Bills feels a bit ripped off there.
No, but as the coach just shouted to her, she gave herself some space on the baseline. She's too close. Like, that's not a good option because Kira have hands in front of her. It's a hard target.
Aoki to Yellens. Long ball to Davenport, pushing up the court quickly. Yellen 1-2 with Davenport. Now they're going to try and go 3 and 4. McLaren out of play. Up and over. And this has been more of a confident performance from Davenport since she was taken off at the start. She's come back on with a bit more confidence.
And look, sometimes you just need to sit on the bench just to see, like, analyze and get your coach's point of view.
Mm-hmm.
Or sometimes you know within yourself you're not playing good. You just need that
little break.
Yeah, that's all you need. Good shooter pass.
Ball trickles in and the Sparks hit 25. So 15 the difference. There's 9 minutes to play here.
Who would you say is the MVP thus far?
I tend to lean towards defender Sam, which won't probably appeal to you.
No.
But, so I would probably say Jess Grant or McLaren.
Well, I've been saying McLaren from the start. Like,
Yep.
Oh,
Here she goes performing
she's
for us
like
again.
Kalalu. Oh my God. She's a one. I'm gonna call her one putt from today. She's just everywhere.
And I also feel like the captain in goal defense has done a really good job. She's picked up many intercepts today.
You saying that because you're a defender thing?
No, I actually believe it. What about you? Who would you pick MVP? Laura?
Definitely. I don't like defenders, so usually.
Look, Well, she's technically still defending in wing defense.
Now I'm saying, now I'm
inside the circle.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, the whole defenders.
The whole defenders.
Wing defenders. They're all the class as defenders. Get pressure by Sparks.
Austin over the top to Bernard. She finds Bills. One-handed grab, swings the circle. Marshall in the air. Oh, how was that pass? Just take a little selfie on Sam's phone.
Actually, I'm just recording her.
You're a
Aria
prankster,
shot.
Sam Wallace.
Oh.
Tori Aoki is not giving up yet. She's still trying to prevent that ball going to Marshall and to Bernard too.
Oh, I think that was a good contest.
How does it feel, Sam, as someone that sort of sat on the bench for most of the match and then you're injected later on and there's not a whole lot you can do because the score's already blown out?
Oh, you feel pressure, definitely. You feel some pressure. Oh!
Kira Austin can't hang on to it. It bounces off her chest and over the back.
That was so funny.
And even she had to break a little smile for that one because, seriously, you can't make this stuff up.
Oh.
Yelland. Davenport's come out. How's that pass? That was really impressive. But Jess Grant has just won. And that one has to make the highlights reel. Wow. I don't know what that's called, but I like it. Oh, no, they've lost the ball, the Hawks. Sparks pick it up through Yelland. And now they can reset. Have another chance at shot. Both defenders out of play. With 5.5 left. Difference is
I don't think they're going to make the 65.
16. No, I don't think so tonight. The Sparks have been a really good challenge for them.
I'm going to take this. I'm going to put this on social media. Don't worry, guys. We are just commentating here, guys. Having a bit of laugh and a little fun with it.
Let's hope something good happens so we can call it. Bernard, long ball. Oh, Olivia Roundtree. The tree's up in the air and she's grabbed it. There we go. There's a highlight for Sam Wallace's social media feed.
See? Can't go wrong.
You might have to do that all game and we'll make things happen, you know? Influence the game ourselves. So we're just taking a sec for Bauer to put her bib back on. Yelland to Davenport. And the ball comes over the side, but it came off Coleman's hands. Inside the circle this time. That was a nice fake and then took it to the post herself. 4.5 to play.
Oh.
Sparks pushing up. Long ball into the pocket. Little hesitation, but the ball does end up with Davenport. And they're on a roll here, the Sparks. They're about to hit 30. Marshall looking back to Grant. Cross court. There's so much mess inside that goal third. Lovely work from Bills.
It's my phone. Sorry, guys.
Someone's phone's going off. Up the top of the circle.
Oh.
Marshall goes to the pocket in Bernard.
Oh.
And then Austin doesn't waste a minute getting back and ready for that shot. Beddingfield, strong pass, but Jess Grant influences it. Pushes it into the hands of Coleman. They've linked up really nicely, those two tonight.
No, I'm actually confused between Grant and Laura.
I know, I told you. Grant's been playing really well. They both deserve it.
Oh,
Austin, wow, keeps herself in play.
she's towing the baseline.
There's Jen Wright plotting the next goal. Bill's just waiting for the right time, and Roundtree definitely disrupts the play, but it's come out the back and the Hawks will get it back in their possession. Oh, didn't come off. Nice try.
That would be a lovely pass, though.
With 2.5 left, Sam, and you're down by this many goals, what's the goal? Just keep trying to get back?
Just don't drop it. Just play, to be honest. Just
don't
play.
even think about it, really.
You already losing. Okay, you already lose. Just like, that's how you finish the game now.
Yellen to Davenport and over the top, Bauer. Just on that baseline. Puts it home.
Oh, there's the umpire.
Yeah, they're the umpires just watching on.
Oh. I reckon that was actually a clean deflection, should I say.
Bauer looking in, bouncing out to Davenport. Oh, and McLaren has hit the deck. She's okay.
I think she's the tiniest person on court.
The Sparks are seriously on a roll here, though.
31. They're playing out zone, actually.
So, nice hands from Bauer. Just on the tips.
Oh.
Bedingfield goes to Yellen, the safe option instead. Bauer's there.
They're actually playing. They're actually playing much better now. The momentum is going their way.
So would you say now that the pressure's eased, they're just playing a natural game? Or is it just
they're just playing.
Yep.
They really have nothing to lose right now because they're actually already done losing, I should say. So.
And does it feel like Eastwood Wright have taken the foot off the pedal a little bit?
Definitely. I think Sparks actually put on a defensive pressure and was just like no stop movement in the attack. So. And you can see they actually want to push onto the score. Sparks are actually watching the scoreboard and they want, yeah.
20 seconds left in this round 3 game between the Sparks and the Eastwood Ride Hawks. And Bauer's been really good tonight too. She's sort of been a lot less flashy than Davenport, but has done a job well.
Probably should stop it. They see nowhere to go. They have nowhere to go. The defensive pressure.
1 second left. And maybe this throwing will be the end of the match. There we go. So Hawks 43 have defeated the Sparks 32. They make it 3 from 3. And I'm pretty sure they'll still hang on to that top spot on the ladder. Now it's time for you to make your decision. MVP.
I'm done.
Should I give you a little more time? What impressed you about both sides?
I mean, the determination from Sparks. I just feel like they dropped their heads in the second quarter. But however, they pick up the momentum. With Hawks, I think I could have expected much more.
Yeah.
But overall, yeah. The intensity was there in the first quarter, though.
So,
it was up and down.
So that last quarter was the Sparks' best out of all of the quarters.
13.
Yes. And
so why didn't play the whole game like that?
Yeah, that's a really good question, and something that I think, looking back on this game, they can really evaluate, especially the changes they made. Do they start with those people next time, you know?
I think so.
And for Hawks, that was actually their lowest scoring quarter.
Scored 10?
The whole game. Yeah, so there were a couple of mistakes.
Either they get complacent or they just was fatigued.
Fatigued, yes. Well, we mentioned that they'd pushed up into the 60s for their past 2 games, so definitely
a low scoring.
This was low scoring for them. 45-32. I'm going to make Sam Wallace pick a MVP of this match very shortly, but we'll be back in front of the camera with whoever that is, and you'll see us there shortly. The Hawks have made it 3 from 3 in round 3 tonight on the show court. Jess, you must be pretty happy with that performance.
Yeah, you know what? It was a really tough game. I know the scoreboard might not have seemed like it, but it was a hard slog, and certainly, I felt like we built through the game, which was good. Our last quarter was probably not our best, but it was a bit of a funny old weird game, and I'm just really glad to get the win.
Sam, we picked Jess obviously as our MVP, but you were battling a little bit between her and Laura McLaren because you both had an outstanding game on court.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, it was a hard toss. And they was like, I'm going with Grant. I was like, okay, I have no choice. But no, you played well.
So it wasn't your first choice?
Jess, you took so many intercepts tonight.
Thank you.
Yeah, the last 5 minutes, you actually came up with some intercepts and it was really good. And I think you contested really well there. The umpire didn't see good.
Me too. That's what I thought. Well, I'm always really, I love playing with Law. We've been playing together for many, many years, and each time one of us gets an intercept, we give out, a little look, a little low five, and I thought she had an outstanding game too. The whole defensive end, I thought played well.
And then I was shocked that she have 2 kids, and I was like, what?
I know, she's pretty good, isn't she?
She's better than me, and I got no kids.
It's not real fitness. She can fake her fitness, old Law.
No, but I actually love your man-to-man, and you're very aggressive. I just want you to keep it up.
Oh, thank you.
So, Jess, in all seriousness now, you guys had an amazing season last year and obviously just couldn't get the job done in that final match.
Yeah.
But you've come out really strong this year. You've got much of the same team. What do you put the Hawks' success down to?
We did. We came close last year, and it was gut-wrenching, losing a grand final.
Yes.
But, it gives you a little bit of hunger. Like, you have to admit, losing a grand final gives you a little bit of hunger the next year. And we've got most of the same girls. We've got a really good feeling in the group. We laugh at training, but we also work really hard. But I think just being, connected. Today wasn't our best game. It was a bit of a battle. We started a bit slow. We had quite a few turnovers, but I still think on the loose balls we were there. On the intercepts we were around the player who gets the intercepts, and I think those little things are what kind of gets you through these games.
I agree with you with the slow start because it takes you all actually 5 minutes to actually score.
Oh dear.
I'm not bashing you, but bashing the team, but just my observation, it took you all 5 minutes to actually score.
Yeah, it wasn't our best start, and I just thought the whole game was a bit scrappy, but we got through in the end, and that's all that really matters.
Not every win is going to be pretty.
That's true. That's true. Lots of things to work on.
Well done tonight. That wraps up our round 3 coverage here from the Janaea Netball Centre. Thank you for sticking with us on Bar TV. We'll see you next week for round 4.
Bye.
Bye.